So I'm doing a ton of work here in the bar today, and so I wanted to show you some of the improvements that I have made, because if you haven't been around for a while or you haven't been watching my daily vlogs, you don't know, but we are going to start doing a few different food items here in Steeped and Stirred. But in order to do that, we had to get much more space efficient. So I do have my food license, so I'm licensed to do food, like limited preparation things. So think things like, what we're gonna do is paninis, but I had to have the food license so I could do coffee and all of that kind of stuff. But we are, like I said, gonna add some additional light bites. I've always had snacks, so I've always had chips and trail mix, and just added Cliff bars and bananas. There are no bananas in here right now, but and pretzels, which you can't see underneath there. So I've always had all of those, but I'm really excited to be able to add a few little light bites for the off hours that we don't have a food truck, because you know, people do want food and drinks, and they want more than just the snack options, and we have the capability of doing it. It's just that we needed to figure out the setup. So I'm going to show you a few of the improvements. It's a little bit of a mess in here because I have a whole bunch of the construction gear in here still, but I'm gonna flip her around and show you the things that we have done in the last 48 hours, because there's a lot. Okay, biggest thing. So these three fridges all used to be up here on this countertop. And we knew, like, if we were going to do the food thing, so my prep counter has literally just been this to here. And then I had a whole wall of syrups, which the syrups, they're all over there on that table because I'm getting rid of them. Because once again, if you haven't been here for a while, I started making my own syrups. So this was our prep space. So on flight night, I had to put the coffee machine underneath here so that I had enough prep area even to deal with flight night. It's fine, whatever. So this whole area now is, we have more space with less syrups. I will keep some syrups that I'm not making. So I have sugar-free vanilla, sugar-free caramel, that's sugar-free peach, which I'm gonna leave that for now, but it'll go away eventually. But I'm also gonna keep hazelnut, caramel, and vanilla, because I feel like those are really broad appeal. And then the rest of the syrups I keep in the fridge. Those are the ones that I make. So now that we moved these underneath, we have this entire workspace here that we can prep additional food on. So I also today I installed this shelf here, so I was able to get all of the liquor up and off of the counter, a bunch of the mixers and things like this. This will obviously change as our cocktail menu rotates, but this workspace is gigantic compared to what we had previously. The other big thing that I did was this. All of these snacks right here, these snacks all used to be on the counter, taking up very valuable counter space for us. So you can't necessarily tell, but these are pegboard, like pegboard hooks, I guess is what you call them. So I just drilled 2 1/4-inch holes, stuck them in, essentially made this like a pegboard, because this is 1/2-inch plywood. So thought I could just kind of make my own pegboard. And then these, these are the only things that have holes in the top of them so that they can hang easily and nicely. Whereas these, the Cliff bars, the chips, the pretzels, none of those have holes. So what I did, this is a piece of baling twine and 2 screws. So I tied the baling twine and the 2 screws. And then I went to Dollar General and I got a whole bunch of clothes clips, and so that's how those will be. So that makes that much more efficient. The other thing, so I robbed my storage in my store, and I had these like plastic shelves that were short enough and are literally the perfect, this is the perfect width, could not fit any wider. Actually had to have it propped up on the trim, which is fine, so I shimmed it with some scrap wood that I had. And then same thing With this one, I had a smaller shelving unit that was like nearly perfect. It could be a little bit deeper, but overall it ended up fitting absolutely perfectly in between the fridges. So that, like I said, makes us that much more efficient. So we are probably gonna have to plug in the crock pot for the chili on that outlet, which means we're gonna snake an extension cord over to here, because so this fridge is on its own breaker, these two fridges are on the same breaker, so we cannot can't pull any more power from those. I hesitate to pull some more power for a crock pot there. The other thing that we are going to do is we are going to add an additional fridge, but like a countertop one that'll probably sit here. So that also might be one that we end up plugging in over there so that the amps are not too high for this one. But all in all, man, she is coming along. We are getting ready for our first food event coming this week. Here's an outside look at it, at our mobile coffee and cocktail bar combination. So you won't be able to see those chips with the door closed. So let me show you the door closed. Boop. So with the door closed, you'd have no idea that those chips are hanging up there. I do need to figure out what I'm gonna do with like the food menu situation. I think I'll probably end up just printing it out, kind of like I have our upcoming events printed out. I'll probably print out our food menu and have it hanging maybe right there. I don't know. We gotta figure it out. So yeah, it was a big day. It was a big, very productive day that I am like really happy with the progress that we made. Like really happy with the progress that we made. And oh, I don't know if I talked about it, but this space up here is where we are gonna end up putting all of the rest of the food utensils we need. So we are going to do grilled cheese and chili to start, and then we'll switch to like paninis on other weekends. But the big thing that we're gonna do with the paninis and the grilled cheese are you back?
Yeah.
I'm doing a YouTube live.
No.
Wave.
I'm going to Menards. Do you need anything? Or not?
At Menards.
Can I get a fridge?
Oh, like the little fridge? Yeah, you can. So I ended up grabbing they fit perfectly.
Yeah.
From the storage, like from the storage and back.
Uh-huh.
So that was the one over there, and then the little one fit perfectly there. So I thought rather than me build something,
Yeah.
I cleaned off this. So that's where we can put the boats and stuff, like where the things are gonna go.
Yeah.
And then we'll just have 5 syrups on the counter. I think there's god awful plenty space. Don't you?
Yeah. What about? So where do you think the fridge should go?
So I think if we can stick the fridge here, and you can run an extension up and over.
Yeah.
Or do you? It won't fit there.
And we can tie it in with this.
Okay, so then run the extension for the crock pot.
Uh-huh.
Okay. It's fine.
That's what I would do.
Because the fridge isn't going to be there if we're not doing paninis. Well, I mean it is.
But we always
We're going to do paninis every weekend at this stage, right? Or I can. Like, I could probably do them by myself when we're not busy. Or even if we are busy, just have people wait.
So, what's this?
My point of sale.
This?
Yes.
And this?
No, that's a phone charger.
So we can utilize
That
that
one.
outlet for.
Well, and that's the thing. The crock pot can go over there. Can go on this side. You know what I mean?
No, I'm pretty sure we pulled 50 amps.
I think we did. But good times. Anyway, thanks for coming for the tour. I'm gonna chit chat with him. I don't know how to get out of this now. How does one get out of the live? This is my first mobile live, so welcome. We might have just redone our plan for where we're putting Crock-Pot. Might go over here because it can tie into that one. In here now it's a figuring out where to put the power or where to pull the power from. So wonder how I end this video. But did you say we have 50? So that should be plenty. Just figure out which ones go where.
Yeah, it just needs to be. I know they're all on separate breakers.
Well, and that's where, like, hypothetically, my freaking phone charger could go in with a fridge.
With the fridges.
Yeah, like, it's not gonna hurt anything.
So the two above the sink have 20. The pump has 20. The pump and the something that's fucking.
Does the pump pull that much, though?
But it's got the water heater with it.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so the point of sale is with the lights, but I don't think lights pull.
No,
a lot.
they're LED. They didn't hardly pull anything. Espresso machine pulls a lot.
So the fan is on its own.
Yeah. Which, how many amps does that pull?
Fan's is with your boiling pot.
Oh,
thing.
okay.
And
Kettle.
then your espresso
Yep, is on
is
its
next one
own.
over. Kettle
Is this
is
one?
that one.
Yeah. Which, and this guy is a milk warmer, but like hypothetically it doesn't need to be there. Unless we're
So
gonna
we got-
stick with it.
So I would put crock pot on that one, panini
Panini
on
maker
that.
on that one. And then just fridge is there, so this is all a prep area where I can make cocktails, hypothetically.
Yeah.
Don't you think? I know you wanted to eliminate like the turning around. Like just have this stuff where you da-da-da, but I just think it is what it is.
Well, if there's gonna be paninis being made over here,
There's gonna be paninis being made right here. Crock pot
So-
will be here,
so then
paninis will be here.
cocktails gonna be right there.
Yeah,
so-
that's what I said.
All that's
Cocktails can be
happening.
made there.
Yeah.
And the coffee is going to have to be made next to the coffee machine. I can't
Yeah.
do anything about that. But like the thing is, like I make coffee there, pull the shot there. I can do the rest of the latte elsewhere. That's
Yeah.
not a giant deal.
Yeah, that's fine.
Does that work?
Yeah. Fine, whatever.
All right. What else you getting, Menard? Mortar.
Order some GeoGrid maybe.
All right. Well, let me know if you need anything. Love you.
You don't need anything.
No. Love you. Okay. We'll figure out how to get out of this. I think maybe I just hit the X. Yeah. Thanks for watching.